What's up, y'all? JDB Sports. I'm missing the music. I thought we had it. Anyways, let's get back to it. We got a lot of trades going on. If y'all didn't, if y'all just crawled out from under a rock, because I know I am. Jeez, it's been a busy last couple of days for me. So we got trades going on. We got picks and we got game recaps. Let's get right into it. You want to just rapid fire this trade news and we can talk about it.
Rapid fire this trade news. We'll talk about our favorite deals. Of course, everyone's heard of Sauce Gardner to the Colts for 2 firsts, Nady Mitchell. You got Rashid Shaheed to the Seahawks for a 2026 4th and 5th round pick. You got Jacoby Myers going from the Raiders to the Jaguars, a little bit of a surprise team there for a 4th and a 6th rounder. Logan Wilson from the Bengals, linebacker, goes to the Cowboys for a 2026 7th. Frankie Louvu, talk about a little news around the league, actually getting a reduced sentence for his hip drop tackle. I'll let you talk about that one real quickly before we break more trade news.
Gotta talk about Frankie Louvu just a little bit, only for the fact that glad he got the game suspension reduced down to a $100K fine. There was somebody who did on Jaden Daniels that hurt his knee in the first place. He didn't get suspended. I mean, I know it's probably just recurring hip drop tackles, but I don't know, man. I feel like that was just a bogus shot. We're already just kick us while we're down. Why don't you? And I feel like Frankie Louvu's appeal really held up in court, so to say, and they really they got him down 100K. That's not terrible. Glad we need him. So
and I saw the different tackle on Jaden. It didn't exactly look like a hip drop per the rules. However, it didn't look like a clean tackle either. It's a very gray area.
That's what Commanders Nation's buzzing around about right now. I was looking at a couple posts about it when I had some time to really stop and take a look. So, welcome in, guys. Back on JDB's stream. We are here on Wednesdays now. Enjoy, man. Let's get some picks in. All right, get to the rest of this news for our viewers and people in here.
For sure. Cowboys also getting more reinforcements to Marvion Overshown, star linebacker set to come back after the bye week for the Cowboys. Add that to Quinnen Williams actually going over to the Cowboys as well for Mozzie Smith, the 2026 second round pick and a 2027 first. So the Jets have 5 first-round picks in the next 2 years. They're going to get any quarterback they want and still have flexibility to build around them with pieces like Garrett Wilson. So,
are we still going to want to go to the Jets? Maybe not. You decide.
You decide. Talking about someone who doesn't really want to play right now, Kyler Murray re-aggravating a midfoot sprain and going on IR. Really doesn't look nice for him. In some shades of my imagination, I'm seeing the Joe Mixon injury right now that's holding him out, a really severe foot sprain, and it's really hard to get rid of once you have it. So,
I thought it was just an excuse to play some more Call of Duty. Hardest coming out soon, so.
Correlation does not equal causation, my friend, but hey, I think he's enjoying it a little bit. He's rich and playing some games, so good on him for that. Some more trades here. Chargers acquiring Trevor Penning from the Saints for a 2027 6. Really needed to do something with Joe Alt now out for the year with the high ankle sprain, pending surgery. Really just sucks as a Chargers fan personally, but again, Justin Herbert's going to have to be Superman regardless. So
I honestly thought the Chargers would have did more, and I thought the Commanders would have sold more. I thought Andrew Wiley and Nick Allegretti were going to be, sold, but don't know what they're doing over there. Don't know what Adam Peters has got, and I don't think that. I guess they were in talks maybe and just didn't really like it. Didn't really like the deal going out there. So sad the Commanders weren't much of a seller with the way our season's going, but we can get to. I don't know. I still believe in Peters. We'll see what's going on.
Yeah, I think you guys will be fine. Again, you are in the testing phase of building around Jaden Daniels. Does it need to be a little bit quicker, and especially to protect him at this point? Yes, especially after that Seahawks game, which we'll talk about later. But jumping back into some trades here, we got Joe Tryon-Shoyinka from the Browns going over to the Bears for a 2026 7th. Again, good deal for them. I think it solidifies edge position depth. With Dayo Odeyingbo out for the year.
Dayo's out? Odeyingbo?
Yeah, he tore his Achilles.
a lot of freaking Achilles tears, ACL tears going throughout the year. We got a couple of commanders to talk about as well. We got Marshawn Lattimore on the books. We got a couple other players to talk about. It's injury history here in the NFL. I think they're making history this year with as amount of injuries as there are. It just seems like there's way too many. But
Yeah.
let's go ahead and get to the rest of these trades, man.
Heck yeah. Well, you touched on Marshawn Lattimore being out for the year a little bit with the torn ACL. Rough there. Luke McCaffrey also out for the year now with a broken collarbone. Again, it really doesn't stop. You got to feel for the Commanders. Again, cornerback Ja'Sir Taylor from the Chargers, their gunner on special teams, traded to the Jets for a 2028 7th-round conditional that could move up to a 6th depending on his playing time. Draymond Jones going to the Ravens. He's been having a sack party recently in Tennessee. He gets traded for a 5th-round conditional that can turn into a 4th, and the Ravens just keep getting healthier on that defense. You got Tucker Kraft out for the year with a torn ACL. Really sucks because he was going off, especially with the ball in his hands. Michael Williams, 1st-round rookie defensive end for the Niners, is now out for the year with a torn ACL. Travis Hunter going on IR with a mysterious knee injury and getting more testing.
Yeah.
They don't know to which extent it is, but again, you had the strong sentiment that he wasn't going to be able to play both positions healthy, and again, your take is ringing true on that one.
Yeah. Hate to say it. And then let's talk about this Jair Alexander trade going to the Eagles. I guess giving them some more depth. You had your feelings on that one. We talked pre-stream. If you want to let them know what you think about Jair Alexander, if he's going to ever amount to anything, that's cornerback one for the Green Bay Packers that flamed out and just seems like he's on a collision course with the couch. So
yeah, a lot of knee injuries, and that's really limited his explosiveness, especially in and out of breaks. He can't play as much press coverage anymore because he can't recover to receivers as well. Just a really slow corner at this point. And the Eagles, focusing more on corner depth, also get Michael Carter II from the Jets. They traded around some picks, and John Mechie actually went to the Jets as well. They're trying to load up on young receivers any chance they get because that receiver room is awful outside of Garrett Wilson. Baltimore also, there was a huge debacle in the Lamar Jackson practice rumors. He was rumored to be a full participant, then was limited, and then was out for the game versus the Bears. They got fined $100K for that. And then some final news here. Again, the Eagles stacking up again. Jalen Phillips getting traded over to them for a 3rd-rounder. Really solidifies that defensive end room. Once you get Nolan Smith back to the way he's playing, and then again, you got Jalen Carter up the middle. I think that's just a great front. Chris Greer also departing from the Miami Dolphins as GM, and they're going to stick with Mike McDaniel.
We got to talk about this. Why? Why Chris Greer and why not McDaniel first? They don't want to play for him anymore. Why him first? Chris Greer is not the scapegoat. Okay?
I think it's both. I think they both should have been fired, and it should have been the start of a new regime. I really don't know what they're trying to get out of Mike McDaniel at this point. He's just better suited as an offensive mind than a head coach.
Yeah, somebody who needs to stay away from the podium and as far away as possible.
Yeah. Goodness. Yeah. Dolphins are in a horrible spot regardless.
Yeah. Michael. You talk about Michael Hoyt as well. So right.
Just tearing his Achilles, being out for the year. I actually saw a video on him prior to the stream, and they asked if he wanted to be carted to the locker room, and his injury was pretty early in the game. But he said he wanted to stay out there. He was on the sidelines cheering on his teammates, and I've never really seen that before, where someone tears their Achilles and the first thought is just sitting on the sidelines and cheering on his guys. So huge ups for Michael Hoyt. Yeah,
we are.
Please ask Jake anything. But yeah, you can ask us some questions.
You don't gotta beg.
But we'll get into some recap here while you're asking questions. We'll jump to the Thursday night game. Ravens Dolphins 28-6. Not much to say on this one for me. Just a lot of stalled out drives for the Dolphins. Went for it on fourth down a couple times, didn't convert, and Lamar looked amazing after the first drive, especially in the red zone. And Mark Andrews hit him 2 times.
Ravens, in my opinion, are back. They look like, I mean, this is against the Dolphins here, but I'm just going to say Ravens look like they did before they lost to the Lions at home. And I'm just going to say it right there. This is where I thought Mike McDaniel was fired. And this is where I thought he was going to get fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, they said they're holding on to him for the rest of the year. Again, I don't quite get that. And then Jake, Purdy and Hall for McBride, Swift, and Dylan Gabriel. I would say if you really don't need a quarterback, I think that's a really nice deal. You're going to see Swift, some of his work being taken away from Monangai, as Monangai played amazing against the Bengals, and they really want to use him more. But Swift has been awesome all year, and McBride is tight end 1 for sure now with Jacoby Brissett in fantasy. So
I think Monangai really takes solidification, takes that starting job away from Swift, man. He's been playing out of this world lately.
Yeah, especially last game. I think both of them carve out a role for each other. I think Monangai might be the in-between the tackles guy and less of the pass-catching back, and then Swift, you get more in the open field. So as far as fantasy goes, I think Swift is fine. Of course, not Breece Hall level. And then you have Jackson Dart and JJ. Jackson Dart is fantastic for fantasy. So I really like that, Jake. Good stuff.
Jackson Dart throwing darts. All right.
We'll move on to Falcons Patriots here. 20, yeah, Patriots 24-23. I would say this was a poor effort by the Patriots, especially in the second half. They really should have had this game locked down by halftime.
No problem, Jake. Appreciate the follow, man.
Yeah, appreciate that. But yeah, I think Michael Penix, you really see the bread and butter with him, Drake London, and Bijan Robinson. But outside of that, the play calling is terrible. They somehow got back in the game, and then that missed PAT at the end by Parker Romo getting him cut just solidifies it all.
Yeah, looked flat, in my opinion. And the Falcons gave it their all in their effort. And shoot, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, man?
Yeah.
Not really much to say in my opinion on that one. We got Chargers at Titans though. Chargers at Titans, and you over here smiling, talking about, oh, we stink over here. Don't mind us. Nah, man, y'all came back. Y'all won. Y'all didn't let the Titans spoil y'all fun, and you're at their house too. So that's more stink for the Titans. Talk about it, Chargers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not happy with this win. Again, 14 of their 20 points came from a pick six and a kick return touchdown. That's unacceptable. I think Keenan Allen ran the wrong route on the interception as well. Instead of cutting in front of the defender, he went up more and then cut in, and he was saying it was his fault as well. I thought Justin Herbert played a really good game, albeit the pressure again.
Nah, but Herbert was looking at beer too much. That's what got him picked.
I'm not excusing it. It was a bad pick. Yeah, again, Keenan can blame it on himself all he wants, but again, Herbert has one of the lowest turnover worthy play percentage, but then again, the picks have still been a problem this year, and you got to look at that as an actuality. But I think they'll be fine. Just again, first round exit for the Chargers is what I'm assuming. So,
hey, first round exit is what you're assuming. I say divisional round exit. I give you all the benefit of the doubt and give y'all one. So y'all gotta get a little bit further than that. Get that bad taste out of your mouth from last year when y'all got kicked right out first round. So
hopefully,
come on, man. Bears at Bengals. Oh my God, where to start? Caleb Williams game-winning touchdown. Joe Flacco airing it out when everybody thought that man was down for the count. I am so glad that Joe Flacco persevered. And honestly, it was a really good game, to say the least. Oh, yeah. And Caleb Williams coming back and proving all the doubters wrong, coming back and throwing that game-winning touchdown. If my input keeps going up and down. It keeps fighting with me. It won't stop. I don't know why. Anyways, good. Talk more about it. Give me your takeaways.
Of course. The Bengals' biggest problem all year has been their missed tackles. They have 3 of the top 5 people in missed tackles all year. Their rookie Demetrius Knight Jr., linebacker. You got Geno Stone and Jordan Battle as well in their secondary. It's paper thin, and you saw it again on that Colston Loveland touchdown where he catches it, he spins off 2 defenders, and he's gallivanting to that end zone, and he scores. So what a performance. I mean, these are terrible defenses. I still got to give it up to both quarterbacks here. Despite the bad defenses, Joe Flacco, I thought it was 457 yards prior to stream. I actually checked that. It's 470 yards as a 41-year-old.
All right. Tom Brady, what's up?
And yeah, Caleb Williams getting back on track. We'll see if it keeps up going forward.
Nah, if Joe Flacco's Tom Brady, then we gotta talk about Sam Darnold being even better. Sam Darnold's immortal. We gotta talk about it.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it here in a sec.
You're pulling my leg that whole night talking about Sam Darnold while I'm sitting there pissed off and fuming because we're down 38-7. And Jaden Daniels just got hurt. Wild night indeed.
Wild night indeed, and we'll talk about a wild game, and then again we'll move into this Commanders game later. Not too much to talk about there yet, but Colts Steelers, a little bit of a shocker here. Brandon actually picked the Steelers to upset at home, and we'll have him on for picks a little bit later. What a great pick by him, though.
Yeah, a good call.
Yeah, Daniel Jones becoming a pumpkin, it seemed like. I know the Colts offensive line got bullied, but turnovers himself.
Daniel Jones turned into his New York Giant days. New York Giants knew what they were doing when they got rid of him, right?
Right?
Oh, man. Tough. All right,
man. Not much to that game, in all honesty. Besides,
the hometown team won, and you love to see it. Being a Steelers fan, if Santana comes into the chat, you gotta tell him, the Steelers won, and he's gonna be happy about it because we all picked Colts right in front of his face. What's up, Kim? How y'all doing? Appreciate y'all coming in. It's been a little light of a night. Trying something new. We'll see how it goes. There you go. What you got? I'm working on a playoff prep for fantasy. Just picked up Bucks defense. Can't go wrong with a Todd Bowles defense, in my opinion. Exotic blitzes. And what you thinking about that fantasy wise? Because I know the game plan is different when it comes to points being scored and stuff. What you got?
Yeah, I would say as far as this week goes, Cam, the Bucks are a really good stash long term because you're going to face a lot of divisional opponents down the line with bad offenses, i.e. Atlanta, the Saints, and the Panthers still are finding it on offense. Their running game is good, but they're still not scoring the most. So it's a good stash, but this week against the Patriots, it might be a rough matchup.
Nah, Bryce Young's a pickle. What are y'all talking about? Bryce Young's a pickle. Nah, start Bucks defense. I'm just kidding. Do what y'all. Listen to the fantasy guy here, man. Just thought I'd make a little bit of a joke there. We got 4. Oh, my playoff weeks are Panthers 2 times and Dolphins.
Money.
Sounds easy.
Yeah. It's a good stash. I would definitely keep them around if you have an open roster spot.
Now make sure Tua does not get pink eye before y'all batch up, and maybe just try some anthrax under the pillow or something. Maybe.
Crazy. He's the best with his pink eye, and kudos to him. I'm starting Broncos right now. Might make a trade. Low key, Cam, I would keep the Broncos around. I know they face good opponents. However, the Broncos are consistent. Yeah, exactly. And they don't even have Pat Surtain right now. Henry for McBride and Harvey, Bijan and Chase Brown. Yeah, I would do that, especially if you need a tight end, Josh. Gonna give him a week, how sauce gels. For sure, because, again, that defense can be really good.
And that's CB1 complete, no doubt, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Honestly, I'm going to say it like this. If the Colts keep coming out swinging like they have been, well, except for against the Steelers, but they keep coming out swinging, look for that defense to get really opportunistic and aggressive. And then with Sauce Gardner being that shutdown number 1 corner, it gives more flexibility to that defensive coordinator on that side to really pin the ears back and get clever, get cute, and it could end up proving big. I see why he was thinking about trading for Colts, but like you said, you want to go with consistency here as far as Broncos, just for the fact that the Broncos, they face some good offenses. The Chargers give them not the Chargers give them fits. The Broncos give the Chargers fits, so on and so forth in the division with the Chiefs, and honestly, they got the NFC East number right now. The Broncos do, so we'll talk about that later.
Niners, Giants. We'll talk about this one real quickly. I thought Brock Purdy was going to come back. I don't know if Brock Purdy even comes back in the next couple weeks. Just this turf toe is nagging, and you've seen with lingering injuries, teams are erring on the side of caution a lot this year, especially the Niners with how banged up they are. One thing I'll say is the Giants defense is not as good as advertised. I know the defensive line is really good, but when your secondary is struggling as much as it is, you can't do anything. And Mac Jones ripped them apart.
I've noticed with their 4-man rushes, they just haven't been getting home as consistently as they would have liked, in my opinions, with the Giants. So, nothing more we could say there. Just hope they can figure something out. I mean, at least they're not getting carved up like Swiss cheese. But you had Javon Holland and Paulson Adebo in the offseason. You'd expect better production when Deonte Banks was your number one last year. Honestly, a little bit disappointed in that Giants defense.
Yep. Not too much to say there. And we'll jump into two defenses that have been amazing all year. Broncos at the Texans. CJ Stroud getting concussed. He's actually ruled out for this week coming up against the Jaguars now.
Yeah, Davis Mills was slinging the ball to come in relief. Brandon said, "Who the hell is that? He looks good." I'm just like, "Oh, Davis Mills." Actually, I didn't even know for the longest. I was like, "Let me go and check real quick." And I was like, "Oh, Davis Mills. All right."
Good old reliable Davis Mills. It was a bunch of field goals, a bunch of defense. Bo Nix was under 50% completion. Only time this year a team has won when their quarterback is held under 50% completion percentage. And he's done it twice this year where he's been under 55% and still won.
Yeah, it's Bo Nix we're talking about, though.
Yep. Nothing to be surprised by there. Super ugly game, but Will Lutz solidifies it for him. Do you have any key takeaways?
Not really. Honestly, I'm just going to go back to that stat that you said, Bo Nix under 50%. I was looking at the stats going through the game because I was keeping an eye because, Red Zone doesn't show everything. But when you're looking at it, and I was looking at the stats, I was like, Bo Nix really under 50% against the Texans right now? I'm not saying he should be carving the Texans up, but it should be much better than that. I don't know, man. I just feel like it's a little bump in the road, little hiccup against a good defense. But, it's a good thing they still got the win in that one. Got to definitely rely on those special teams. Got to give credit to everybody. That was a team win right there, even if it was ugly. It wasn't all one-sided, in my opinion. Defense really held their own. Special teams came out, made those field goals. The offense moved when the offense had to move, but again, you said defense is slugfest for the ages.
Yep.
Perfect wording, in my opinion.
Heck yeah. And we'll move into a game right here that shocked us all, in my opinion. Vikings taking the win over the Lions off a bye on the road, 27-24. You want to start us off there?
Let me just ask you, I'm going to start off with a question. Do you believe in J.J. McCarthy yet?
No.
Eat your words, man. Come on, he's MVP caliber. Let's go. He looked comfortable. This game. No, I'm just kidding.
He was check down Andy.
Hey, check down Andy. Still got the ball moving and still got the win. I don't care how you get it, as long as you get it. That's what matters most. That's what the record reflects. It doesn't reflect how poorly he played or how great he played.
I don't know, man. He still has the highest turnover-worthy percentage in the league, just putting the ball in harm's way consistently. His average depth of target is number 1 in the league, believe it or not. So he's taking unnecessary deep shots. He's not moving the ball that well when he is passing. Their run game looked amazing, and the check down game looked amazing. But he had his best game as a pro. I'll give him that. He won a tough divisional game. He stuck it out. He had a nice rushing touchdown. However, I don't trust him long term. Again, the Lions to me are a bad secondary, really good defensive front. Nico for Rico and Gadsden. Yeah, especially if you need a tight end. Rico's going to be the starter for the rest of the year. And if you have wide receiver flexibility, Ant, good move.
Every time I hear Gadsden, I'm like, oh, that's so ghastly.
Okay. Oh, you have Kittle. If you can move off Kittle before that, try it. But just for namesake, I'm not a huge Kittle fan this year. He hasn't got the same targets with Mac Jones. And then once Pearsall and Ayuk come back, you never know.
He likes a loose end, not a tight end. That's why Mac Jones.
Okay.
Poor Kittle not getting his targets. That man deserves it. CMC having himself a game if we didn't talk about it, over 100 yards. But then, again, like you said, the Giants defense got carved up. I honestly, interdivisional games go either way, and this one did. JJ McCarthy came out and really flinged it, and like you said, Jared Goff looked like Sam Darnold last year against the Blitz, and yeah, come on, man, yeah. Let's get off of this game. That's good.
Yeah, Panthers Packers, your upset call of the week. Take it away.
All right, let's talk about it. So Brandon and Peyton both picked Packers, like everyone else would, right? What were they, like 14.5-point favorites?
It's 12.5 by game time. Is bad.
I told y'all the lines freaked me out, so I went upset only for the fact that the Packers played down to their opponents. Don't you remember the Browns Packers?
Yep, I do.
All right, so I picked Panthers. I picked 21-20. Thought it was gonna be a little bit more scoring. 16-13 is equivalent. It's the Panthers. The Panthers literally did everything imaginable they can to try to win this game, and they did. Packers just didn't do enough, in my opinion, and I believe you said they're not an elite team. And that was NFC Championship caliber team this year. What is going on? And you see Micah Parsons getting assaulted in almost every single play. That man is getting grabbed up by the neck, pushed around. I don't really think I don't think he's effective as his 2 first-round picks abide by. I think Jerry might have been, really thinking about something. No, I really don't think Micah Parsons' presence. I really don't think.
Wow.
Look, man, I don't think Micah Parsons' presence mattered. I don't think it matters.
Okay.
Cowboys are still gonna stink with them, right? And Packers are gonna keep giving up, game-winning field goals and getting pushed down the field.
I mean, it was a 16-13 game, and I think this game reflects more. I think it reflects more on the Packers than the Panthers. And I don't want to be disrespectful to the Panthers because they've been a solid team this year, and their running game is their saving grace.
However, of course, man.
That the play calling and Jordan Love were atrocious as can be. This was their worst called game all year. When it was the Browns, it was elite defense. When it was the Panthers, I mean, J.C. Horn played amazing. But besides that,
don't let Brandon hear you glazing J.C. Horn because that man, outside of who was it, freaking Luke Kuechly and Cam Newton, you talk about J.C. Horn, that man's happy. That man's getting a horn for J.C. Horn.
Okay. well, yeah. JC, he's stellar. He's a top 10 corner when healthy, if not better, in my opinion. And I really chalk it up to the Panthers' running game being so successful with Rico Dowdle. Again, can't praise him enough. There was a 2nd and 10. I'm not sure if you've seen it, Alex, but maybe some people in the chat have. Bryce Young on a 2nd and 10 audibled and told Rico Dowdle to go in pass protection and fake in pass protection. Like, he pointed out a defender, and then Rico Dowdle ran the ball right up the middle for 14 yards, iced the game, kicked it. And then CeeDee Lamb, Brees, and Baker for Saquon and London. I don't need Baker.
You always need Baker. Those nice turnovers, man. No, just kidding. Maybe last year.
I think you can get more. Low keys though, just because CeeDee Lamb and London, I'm still taking the consistency of Lamb, and Brees and Baker for Saquon. I mean, that makes sense, but I don't know. I think you can get a little more, but that's neither here nor there. All this to say that the Packers aren't legit. Again, we talked about them as NFC contenders. Rams
versus Eagles or what? I wouldn't even say Eagles, man. There's gonna be another challenger. I think. What?
I know who the new challenger is.
What, Seattle? Yeah, I can see it. Seattle blew the doors off us, but we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about Jags Raiders first. Stinker for most of the game until the second half, and then both teams started scoring at will. Brock Bowers, man, he's healthy and he's back. Yeah, 12 catches, 120 plus yards, a couple touchdowns. They just fall short in overtime, going for 2 at the end there. What do you have on it?
Brock Bowers looking mighty powerful. See, that's what happens when you get injured and you come back, get re-injured, you come back even stronger. You know, you get stronger with injuries, man.
Yeah, they're building them muscles, building them joints.
JD5. Now they're gonna rush JD5 back, man. Watch this. They're gonna rush him back. Watch this, because he only has a dislocated elbow. MRI is negative. No ligament damage. Everything is. That's crazy though. You saw his elbow bent.
Yeah, it was nasty.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the game. Okay, I didn't watch the end of the game only for the fact that I was busy. All right, and I see it on Facebook, of all places, right afterwards, and I'm so stunned. I'm like, his elbow his arm's broken, dude. There's no way. But then again, you know, if JD would have threw to, I'm trying to think of who the hell was wide open. Somebody was wide. I think it was no, not Luke, because Luke got injured. Somebody was wide open in the end zone, and JD just missed it, and he was scrambling around, and that's when he got tackled, and his elbow got jacked up. A lot of people in Commanders Nation are complaining about that right now. Said he wouldn't have got hurt if he would have just threw the ball instead of trying to be, you know, a hero. And it is what it is.
Hindsight's 2020. Jaden Daniels is going to play like Jaden Daniels. You got to let him improvise.
Yeah. Huh? McBride. No, we're talking about Commanders. Hey, you're talking about McBride. Wish we had McBride, man. I mean, that'd be a good pairing with Zach Ertz. I mean,
for sure.
Maybe he might take over Zach Ertz, because he's the pass catcher tight end, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's Trey McBride is insane, like all around. He's an amazing blocker. But yeah, I don't know. The Commanders, in hindsight, you gotta bench Jaden Daniels in that regard.
I agree. Commanders fan here too, man. Yeah, Commanders fan too here. Honestly, he answered for that one, but he said it like everyone else. Hindsight's always 2020. I just feel like
if we get stronger with the injuries, we should be the strongest team in the NFL. That's comedy, bro. That's a funny comment. Comebacks.
You gotta think about it. You know, Terry being back. I mean, obviously, you know, holding out's not good for anybody. You got Deebo Samuel this year. It was supposed to be great. You know, you had Brandon Coleman as a swing. You had Andrew Wiley out of right tackle. You had Josh Connolly coming over to take the deal. I think Josh Connolly should have been left. Shut up. All right, shut up. I think Josh Connolly should have definitely been freaking, if he was drafted, left tackle. Don't understand why they did it. Man did not play a day of right tackle, and they just threw him in there. We were supposed to be better. We have the most, yeah, our injury list is pretty up there. And Chargers have one of the most injured O-lines in the league, in my opinion, but
injury central in general. I think this is the injury podcast comebacks. Yeah. Again, we're all down. We're all down bad. I think Commanders are down 2 to 3 wide receivers. Chargers are down 3 running backs.
Like I said, we played Robbie Chosen against freaking Dallas. I think he was our number one. And then
he was getting
God, it was bad.
But to digress, I mean, we might as well talk about the Seahawks Commanders right now, just because we're on the topic, and then we'll go back into Saints Rams. But let me just say this: Sam Darnold, man, outside of I haven't seen a better consistent deep ball in a while, and I've been hyping up Drake May all year, but Sam Darnold, man, him and JSN are amazing, especially in too high coverage. Jackson Smith and Jigba is averaging more yards per route run than Puka Nacua and Nico Collins combined against too high coverage. He is slaughtering, and now you add Rashid Shaheed into the fold. They have the best play action offense in the league without a good running game. Their pass protection is good finally. Like the Seahawks are up.
Yeah, no, I agree. Washington couldn't do anything to get right. Didn't matter what we played. Players were out of assignment. Marshawn Lattimore too. We gotta talk about Marshawn Lattimore because that was one of Adam Peters' uh, pivotal trades.
Splash move.
I know. I see what he was trying to do there. Marshawn, and it seems like we have a lot of corners that like to come into our defense. Benjamin St. Juste is another one. You gotta talk about him because he wasn't getting as toasted with. He's not getting as toasted this year with the Chargers. It could be scheme, in my opinion. It's got to be what Joe Witt Jr. is doing, man. And he's coming down out of the press box and coming down on the sidelines now. Not like that's gonna change much, but hey, I mean, what's next? DQ gonna start calling plays? You can't really change too much. We don't have the personnel. I mean, who's next up? I think you got Jonathan Jones was out there, and just our top players just not playing well. Frankie Louvu regressed.
Mikey Sanders still regressed.
Yeah. And then you have Quan Martin kind of regress, and we replace Jeremy Chin with Will Harris. Will Harris gets injured. Darnell Savage is kind of buns. Like,
yeah, it's a long list, man.
Bobby Wagner's on top receivers, freaking going down the field, man. What is this defense?
Yeah, Bobby Wagner might have the tackles, but he doesn't have the coverage skills.
I'd rather go back to the Joe Barry and Jim Haslett. I'd rather go back to the Jim Haslett days because at least with Jim Haslett it was exotic and it wasn't vanilla.
Yeah,
it is what it is, man. Bring back the freaking Greg Williams days with Sean Springs, Troy. You bring up Prelo, you got Sean Taylor. Bring back those days. That good defense. I miss that defense. I find myself watching highlights about it. But anyways, Commanders fan to Commanders fan. 3-6 this year. We went on that run in 2012. Maybe we could do it again. Trust in Mariota? I don't know. The Lions are coming to town. They put up kind of a stinker. Just don't know. I don't know if the Commanders get right versus the Lions. I don't. I think we lose another game.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to wait and see, and I guess we'll see how picks shake out. Let's just jump into these final 3 games. Not much to say on them. Kind of some gross games, in my opinion. Saints, Rams. I'll just say Tyler Shuck looked awful. He didn't move the ball well at all. The Saints' running game is non-existent. Their offensive line is terrible. The only bright spot is they have a solid-ish defense, but they're always on the field, so they're gassed. Matthew Stafford. Give some respect to him. 17 touchdowns, 0 interceptions in his last 5 games. I believe he's 4-1 if I'm not mistaken. You get Puka back in full effect. Devontae Adams is such a threat in the red zone, and they just look more comfortable and more comfortable every week.
That Glaze wasn't that bad, but you're backing up with facts. There's nothing I can argue about. Matthew Stafford's old. Matthew Stafford's getting it done in that Sean McVay system. Devontae Adams is a great pickup. Like you said, they're going to be contenders, possibly Super Bowl contenders. We'll see. Just not really much to say about the Saints other than Kellen Moore is the league's MVP stinker decision maker of the year to bench Spencer Rattler for freaking Tyler Shuck, man. What? Tyler Shuck did nothing in relief. Why are you naming him the starter? What is the point? Are you trying to give the rookie some confidence? Because you could be a one-and-done coach, too. Don't play.
Yeah, and Spencer Rattler is younger than Tyler Shuck. I think we've seen a lot more out of Spencer Rattler at this point. Don't get me wrong, he's nothing amazing, but
he's not played some...
He's played some solidish ball. I know his last 2 games put a bad taste in people's mouths. However, that offense wasn't going to move the ball regardless. So just really gross from the Saints. They're going to have top 3 pick no matter what, probably number 1. So we'll move into a lot more competitive of a game that it would seem like. Chiefs losing to the Bills on the road 21-28. Score indicates this one was closer than it was, but I think the Bills dominated at home.
Yeah, and honestly, I believe I picked, he said Patrick Mahomes has a massive stinker. That man took a massive BM on the field. All right. Yeah. Instead of being like Lamar Jackson and running away to go potty, he just had to lay the stinker out on the field. So the Bills take it at home and really just notch up their regular season record against the Chiefs. And let's just see if they can finally do it in the playoffs. I mean, The Bills. All right, Brandon.
The
Repping,
Bills,
repping the other,
dude.
repping the other New York team.
Heck yeah. The Bills, I can't sing Josh Allen's praises enough in this one. He
Here we go.
was the entire offense. And again, playing against a tough defense, him and James Cook got it going. Watch out for James Cook this week not playing. The ankle is very, very touchy. It looked like a low grade high ankle sprain, in my opinion. Hopefully, it's just a low medial sprain for Cook because he's amazing in that rushing attack.
Appreciate
But
the rose, Brandon.
Patrick Mahomes, yeah. For my fantasy, Josh Allen. Yeah, Josh Allen's always a
All
beast.
right,
He's been QB3 or better.
Look, this is not the
in the
Glazing
past
Josh
5
Allen
seasons.
podcast. All right.
I was just singing his praises, and I was just gonna say Patrick Mahomes was fighting for his life behind that offensive line performance from the Chiefs, and
Honestly,
see.
y'all keep talking about Josh Allen. It is what it is. I'm just joking. You already know because I have my feelings about certain quarterbacks too. But even last year, Peyton was on a Josh Allen glaze train, and this year Drake May. And
he was the MVP. I gotta.
do you think he deserved the MVP? Because
Yeah.
a lot of people don't think so.
No, he played amazing.
A lot of people think Lamar deserved the MVP.
Yup, Brandon knows.
But you know, one person that doesn't deserve any MVP,
Oh,
in my
yes.
opinion, Jalen Hurts, man.
Oh, for sure.
Jalen Hurts
Jalen
is not
Hurts
elite.
won't sniff an MVP.
He's not elite. The team makes him. I don't know if any Eagles fan, y'all need to hear this, but y'all team is not made by Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts doesn't bring anything special to the team other than the fact that that dude could squat down low and freaking push up some dude's, you know what?
One thing I will say about Jalen Hurts,
He can run.
this is his best year. This is his best year yet. I will say that. The supporting cast has been worse than it's ever been for him. And his deep ball this year has been amazing. It's just, again, can he access the middle of the field? If you're running too high, can he really take advantage of a stacked secondary back there? I don't know. Comebacks, I think if they trade AJ Brown, it would have been at the end of this season just because his contract is so big. It's hard to move big contracts mid-season, especially wide receivers. Because defensive pieces you can go more after.
Surely they're gonna be a team that's desperate enough for him. Dude, I've seen a lot of Commanders Nation complaining and talk about trading, get rid of Terry before he even got extended and trade for AJ Brown.
I don't know. I don't think the Eagles would trade AJ Brown in the division first off.
No,
and
I don't think so either.
Again, more of my sentiment with AJ Brown is you get way more draft capital in the offseason as well, because people actually have a chance to look at their team and be like, hey, what do I need to go out and get, and how much money do I have to spend? And then they can evaluate better.
I could see AJ Brown being part of a package draft deal, like a move or two that Howie wants to make. I mean, I know they have 8 picks in this draft this year coming up, if nothing else changes, because I know they got a couple of compensatory picks like with Mekhi Becton and stuff like that from last year. So, yeah,
they'll be making moves.
That's what I'm saying. I think AJ Brown could be another one to move up in the first round, maybe, depending.
Who knows?
We can go on our way too early mock drafts when we could do the mock drafts once the season's over. We're not going to do them way too early like everyone else. The Giants would be dumb to trade with the division. They already did it with Saquon Barkley, as a free agent. I agree.
Yeah, Saquon just walked to him. And I mean, again, the Giants just didn't want to pay him enough. They lowballed him, and that's their fault.
It's funny. I saw a meme too when Jackson Dart and Saquon Barkley hugged. The meme was Jackson Dart saying to Saquon Barkley, "I wish you were on my team," and Saquon said, "No, I wish you were on my team."
That's funny. I don't know. Jackson Dart, again, bright future for sure. Take him over Jalen Hurts right now? I wouldn't. For the future, maybe. We'll see how that pans out.
No, over Jalen Hurts and the consistency, I really don't. I think that's a little far-fetched. It's a little too soon.
Yeah.
But let's get back into this Cowboys and Cardinals game because, as Washington fans, you love to see the Cowboys get hurt and play like crap, and they deserve it anyways. What a debut from Walter Nolan. Talk about it, man.
Talk about it. 3 tackles for loss, 1 sack. Him and Calais Campbell the old and the new, just bringing it home against Dak, made him look like he was seeing ghosts.
Right,
They were blitzing him like no other. Dak had a really ugly throw that I believe it was Max Melton dropped on the left sideline. Really just could have taken it back for some chunk yards. They're called the Cowgirls. Yeah, that's fair at this point with that defense. I know they loaded up a lot.
That's what we call them.
Man, that secondary is awful. Deron Bland was getting toasted by Marvin Harrison Jr. Put him on skates.
Yeah,
appreciate the follow.
Yeah, I got to say something while we're on the while we're on the topic of the Cowgirls. My first game actually I went to 2012. I went to Cowboys Redskins at FedEx, and I got my first shirt. Dallas sucks, Romo swallows. So best believe that. I wish it still fit. I would wear it on I'd wear it on Dallas week, but yeah, first shirt I ever gotten back in 2012, man. First game ever I went to as well. So making memories.
Heck yeah.
Anyways, they put up a stinker this week, and honestly, Jerry Jones getting Quinnen Williams to pair with Kenny Clark, he's really building from the inside out, and I feel like he's going to tackle more edge at the off season. I believe I could see it. He's working in the trenches. I mean, I hate to give him credit because it's Jerry Jones we're talking about, but you got to look at it. I mean, I'm not going to say trade Micah away was a great move, but the 2 first-round picks and you trade one of them and get Quinnen Williams. So you're solidifying the inside. And yeah, Micah Parsons is that generational talent. But either way, the Dallas defense is going to suck regardless.
Yeah.
With Micah or without. So, because you got Matt Eberflus calling the plays. So now his job could be in question, depending on how they perform next week. So you got to look at it like, yeah, they're building the inside, and then you can take the edge in the draft or in possible free agency.
Yeah.
There's going to be some moves.
Yeah, there has to be some moves. I think the bigger question mark is that cornerback room, though. You pay Deron Bland big money, and he's been awful this year. Trayvon Diggs is a shell of his former self, and
you can say dude's been bland.
Dude's been real bland, and I can't really name you a safety from the Cowboys. I really can't, and that's saying a lot.
Wasn't it Kyer Elam or something? No, that's
he's a corner.
Right. No,
he stinks. He stinks too. So, again, wasted pick by the Bills way back when he came out of Florida. He looked really good. However, he's just fallen off the face of the planet. Again, Cowboys defense is awful. Dak's had 2 recent stinkers after playing great all year. You have to fault him for it because, again, you got to be better than that, especially against the Cardinals.
If Dak wasn't on the Cowboys, I feel like things would be a lot different. The hate would be less as far as that goes too, because you know how they always project them as America's team. Technically, America's team, if you really want to be frank, it should be the Commanders. Washington, D.C., nation's capital, America's team. But hey, we could America's team doesn't run through a team that moved from San Diego to L.A. Simmer down.
Oh, I know. We're the bottom feeders, bro. Don't even at me.
The Raiders are the bottom feeders of, well, they were California, but the Raiders are the bottom feeders.
Yeah, I'm not admitting nothing. We went to the Super Bowl one year and got whooped. Biggest loss in Super Bowl history. I can't say nothing, dude. I'm just saying.
We've all had our stinkers. I mean, the Redskins did too, so.
I don't know. America's team. There's a lot of Steelers fans out there. You know, I think they're a sneaky team. There's a lot of Packers fans, but at the end of the day, Cowboys fans are everywhere.
America's not known for cheese. Get the hell out of here. They probably smell like cheese, but they're not known for cheese.
Okay. Well, let's bring up more cheese right now. Let's get into some Week 10 picks. Let's bring Brandon on. All right, let's get the graphic up.
Brandon, wake up. Get off your phone.
That's a big phone.
Was that a phone?
No, it's a
tablet.
Oh, tablet.
Okay. Raiders at Broncos.
I'm going off the seat of my pants.
9.5-point favorites here. I'll go first if you're going by the seat of your pants. I got Broncos 24-10. Geno played a good game last week. I don't think he plays 2 consecutive good weeks, especially in a divisional matchup on the road against an elite defense. Give me the Broncos.
I'm going Broncos 14-13. Close game. I'm not going to say the Raiders are going to put up any defense, but I like the Broncos defense here. And honestly, interdivisional games can always be kind of like one of those telltale signs. Things can keep it close. Like you said, Gino's been playing somewhat better. The loss of Jacoby Myers stings, but hey, we'll see what they can get up, man.
Okay. And Brandon, how you feeling about this divisional game?
I got something similar to you, Peyton. I got Broncos 21-10.
Heck yeah.
You gonna take that in?
Yep, I got you.
All right.
All right. Moving on to our Berlin game, foreign game of the week. Falcons at Colts. 6.5-point favorites for the Colts, again coming off a rough loss. This is a weird game for me. I feel like the Falcons are going to play really tough. You saw how the Steelers' defensive line got after Daniel Jones last week. The Falcons have a really good defensive line as well. They've been applying pressure all year. Their corners are a lot better than advertised. And AJ Terrell, Xavier Watts is good safety to pair with Jesse Bates. I'll go Colts 24-17. I think they lead a game-winning drive, and this one is close all around.
Santana, what's up, man?
Heck yeah.
You-
Santana.
What?
You want to go, Alex?
Yeah.
Great. But it went up again.
Yeah. Yeah. No, these mics can go up by themselves, so it is what it is. If you want to keep it on one and keep it close to your face, I feel like that works. And it's been working for me.
It's on one. I'm gonna keep an eye on it.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, see, it's not echoing no more. Okay, we good. My bad for that, guys. We'll keep it going. Appreciate the likes and the live, y'all. All right, so Colts. I'm going Colts 21-20. I feel like you said, with the Falcons playing hard, I could see it happening, and yeah, Daniel Jones getting rattled. I could see it all happen. I can see that happen. I'm going 21-10. I have really no other thing to say outside of you, and I'm not going to keep repeating what you said. Ain't no point to it. 21-10. Give me the Colts win though.
21-20 you meant, but I get you. And then Brandon,
yeah, sorry.
you're good. What you feeling like?
It probably sounds stupid. My
I
bad.
got Colts 27-21.
Heck yeah. We're all kind of thinking the same thing. A little close. Now on to two stinkers of the week are next up on our slate. We got Browns 2.5-point favorites at the Jets. Again, you can't pay me to pick the Jets. I'm going to go Browns 17-3. Both teams are off bye weeks. Justin Fields against a Cleveland defense does not sound appealing in the slightest. I don't think they're going to move the ball. Give me the Browns.
I'm going Browns 12-9. I feel like it's all field goals. This game sucks. Next one.
I love it. Brandon, what do you think?
Browns 30-10.
Oh, goodness.
You think Dylan Gabriel's gonna mollywop? Nah.
Okay. This next one, I had the line originally at -1.5 for the Texans being favored. It's actually flip-flopped ever since Davis Mills has been announced as the starter. Jaguars at the Texans. Call me crazy. Davis Mills is going to win this week against Trevor Lawrence. Give me the Texans 17-13. That defense is playing stellar. The Jags already beat them this year. I don't think they beat them twice, especially on the road.
I think they sweep 17-13 the other way. Jaguars, let's go.
Okay. Brandon, tiebreaker?
Give me Jags 23-14.
Okay. I respect it because, again, the Texans couldn't move the ball when they had Stroud, so who knows what it's going to look like with Davis Mills, but I'll ride the home train. Oh, screw it. Bills, Dolphins, this will be a quick one. Bills dominate 31-20.
Santana, we gotta talk about the Steelers, man. We talked about them already, about them coming in and beating up on them Colts. But good win for your team, man.
Heck yeah.
And good pick
teamwork
for me.
sure.
You're back
Yep.
up 3 again.
Great pick from
Oh,
Brandon.
not.
It's still on 1?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just got that nice projection voice like an angel.
What do you feel about this Bills Dolphins game?
Bills Dolphins, huh?
Yep.
Bills 40-3.
Wow. That is crazy.
I feel like Mike McDaniel gets fired after this game. I know they said they're
Really?
gonna have him ride out, but
Oh, sorry, I wrote in your score. I'll delete that, Alex. Brandon, what do you think?
Bills 31-10.
Okay. We all like the Bills putting up 30 plus. That's insane. Okay. Well, moving on to what I think is going to be game of the week. Patriots at Buccaneers. You got Buccaneers coming off a bye. Patriots riding the hot hand. I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers. I know they're not the healthiest. I'm gonna go 23-20. Bucky Irving probably not gonna play. Chris Godwin not gonna play. I still think Baker plays a solid game. He hasn't played good in 2 games. I think he bounces back. 23-20.
feel bad about your quarterback. Jaden Daniels?
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Yeah, no, I feel bad about him too. But optimism is key here. I mean, we said we're 3-6. I mean, unless I see Marcus Mariota winning the next 2 games, I don't think that we're going to be viable for any wild card. And you just got to look at it like, Jaden Daniels. It could have been a lot worse. A lot worse.
Yeah.
Just a dislocated elbow, no ligament damage, no broken elbow, nothing crazy. So we love it. At least as far as the injury news, that's the best news you could possibly hear.
Yeah. And with the tough NFC anyways, who's to say if Jaden Daniels was healthy, they would be vying for a wild card? Because you look at it right now.
Not with that defense.
Yeah, it's just you got the Packers, you got the Lions, you got the Eagles, you got the Rams, Seahawks, the Vikings, the Panthers are competitive this year. The NFC is stacked. The AFC is super weak this year, but the NFC is stacked. So,
Brandon?
But how do you feel? Wait, you didn't say your Patriots Bucks pick.
Oh, Patriots 21-17. I'm gonna take the upset on the road. Take the hot hand. See if Cardi B's there. They win that game.
She digging it.
Oh yeah. Whoa, she digging in his butt.
She okay. I didn't say that, but all right. Pack it up. Brandon,
Pack it up.
How do you feel about it? Pack it up.
Pack it up.
Brandon, how do you feel about this?
Let me get the Bucks 31-28.
Okay. High scoring affair. I would love that. I would love any of these outcomes in all honesty.
Game.
Yeah, I just want to see a competitive one, and I think we're in store for that.
Baker for MVP, but he fumbles, and that's why the Patriots win.
Okay. I'm not a Baker for MVP guy anymore, just as it stands now, but a lot of people are still on that train. Really?
It's Josh Allen for you again.
No, it's not right now.
What, Drake May?
It's Drake May right now.
Drake May.
Yeah. Him.
Not Jackson Dart?
Not Jackson Dart, and we'll talk about him right now. Giants at Bears. I got the Bears right in the hot hand. They're coming back home. This is going to be a high scoring one. I think Jackson Dart is actually going to run all over the Bears, but I just don't think they get enough going with that passing attack. Let me go 31-27.
Instead of my keyboard having a seizure here. Hang on. All right. I'm going to take Giants in an upset.
Of course you are.
Saw it coming.
Yep. No one's seen that coming.
The Giants and the Panthers on the weekly basis.
I'm going to go Giants 24-14. Just feel like Caleb Williams gets flustered. Once he sees a decent pass rush, and I feel like the Giants bring it. Once he sees a decent pass rush, he likes to falter and throw those inaccurate passes.
Okay.
Nah, just kidding. Anyways, that offensive line for the...
I'm at 1.
No, he's good. I don't hear him.
I do. Weird.
Oh.
I don't know. Guess I just...
But
anyways, yeah. Okay. On to the next.
Brandon, how do you feel about
you
this
gotta
one?
unmute yourself and put your pick in. God,
I got Bears 27-24.
Heck yeah. The Bears.
Oh, Bears.
When the
I don't
Giants
know
win,
that-
I'll be back here.
Yeah, I mean, they're due for a win, that's for sure, and Bears are due for a loss, but I don't know if this is the spot for it. Jumping into Ravens on the road at the Vikings. My 4.5-point favorites the Ravens are. I think the Ravens off a long week. The Vikings coming off an emotional high division game. Not a lot of pressure on JJ McCarthy as he's getting the ball out quick. I think the Ravens speed up his internal clock a little bit. Give me the Ravens 28-24.
So that means he's gonna start looking ugly again when he throws. His mechanics looking all wonky. Anyways, I'm gonna say 31-14 Ravens. Give him that
it's
loss.
a dog pile.
Give him that loss on the road. Just think the Ravens defense is better than what JJ McCarthy's faced thus far. And yeah.
For sure. Brandon?
Let me get the Ravens 27-21.
Heck yeah. Good picks. We're all in agreement there, and I think we'll all be in agreement here. Saints at Panthers. Again, you can't pay me to pick the Saints, just like you can't pay me to pick the Jets. It's Panthers 17-9. Divisional matchup. I think it's low scoring. Appreciate you, Gumby. But yeah, 17-9 seems about right.
Let's go Saints. You know, Santana, you got me in a good mood. Well, sorta. Today was a kind of a doozy, but you got me in a good mood, and I'm honestly thinking about rolling with Saints. I just have a feeling, man. A slight. I know Rico Dowdle's been running up the score, but like you said, I don't know, man. I hate the Saints, man. But I'm just feeling. I'm feeling more than Mr. Krabs, dude.
Pick the Saints.
I'm picking Saints 21-20.
Let's go. Hope you get that wrong.
And if I don't,
put me up ahead more in these picks.
dude, I'm not challenging any of y'all. Just so you know.
There's still a lot of weeks left. You got a chance. You go insane.
Yeah, if you guys stop streaming and I if I secretly change the time and you just stop streaming.
Alex ain't that far ahead of us, right? I mean, far behind us, right?
No, I picked a lot early in the season. I picked a lot of wonky upset bets, and they just
You did Giants.
And Panthers.
And now Saints.
Saints 21.
56-0.
Wait, you said? Oh heck no.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
20,
Alex.
No. I meant to say 20. My bad. I said 21-20 on stream. I don't know. My 20s and 10s are getting mixed up. I guess I need to go back to school because I can't count. 56-0 is a crazy stat line. You think Kellen Moore comes in and plays this game?
Oh goodness. I really don't know. It's just
Appreciate the follows.
to each their own. I called you crazy last week for picking them against the Packers, but Brandon, how do you feel?
Gotta go off
Give
my
me
upset
Saints.
high.
I
No, you always picking against the Panthers.
Oh no, I'm not doing that this week. This week, Panthers are for sure winning 24-14.
This is the first week I didn't pick the Panthers, mind you.
This is the first week the Panthers are a guaranteed win, and you didn't pick them.
Yeah, the first week. I don't know,
Let me not
man.
jinx that, but
No,
most
man,
likely
I feel
guaranteed win.
like Panthers get a little too hot for their heads, and they need to drop. They drop one.
I don't think
Fair
so.
to say the least. I mean, they've been playing well at home this year, and I feel like they're gonna come off of that emotional. They're gonna come off of that high, and they're gonna overlook these Saints, man. And the Saints are gonna come out, and Alvin Kamara is gonna score like three touchdowns on 6,000 yards. No, I'm just kidding. It's not crazy. Yeah. All right, all jokes aside. I guess I did, huh?
Yeah, you did.
No, I was freaking I guess I stiff arm Junior and his boobie flapped up on my face and it cussed me up.
That won't get the reference.
Oh no.
Junior is not so junior size, just like me. I'm not so junior size. But hey, we don't gotta talk about that. We're here to talk about some football, and we gotta wrap up these picks, man. Cause I got food to go eat. Cause I'm a big guy.
He's a whole biggie bag, but we'll move on to Cardinals. To Cardinals Seahawks. I'm gonna go Seahawks 27-20. I feel like Jacoby Brissett is in for a wake-up call, facing a lot better of a defense this week, and I think the Seahawks, again, their offense is going to look really good. The score says 27-20. I think it's going to be a lot less close than the score indicates.
24-23 Cardinals.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Like I said, I don't like favored lines. I mean, it's not like this is no 14.5 point favorites or anything, but just think Cardinals just keep rolling, and with Kyler Murray officially being benched, quote unquote IR, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
roll with it, Jacoby. This is a new team.
Yeah, I don't have trust in Jacoby that much. He's been playing solid, but
You trusted him in fantasy. I don't want to hear that. You're Jacoby this, Jacoby that.
against the Cowboys, everyone against the Cowboys starts. That is the golden rule of fantasy. Everyone against the Bengals, the Bears, and the Cowboys, you start immediately. But I digress. We'll see how he plays against a much harder front. Facts. Brandon, how do you feel about this Cardinals Seahawks game?
Let me get Seahawks 21-14.
Okay. Heck yeah. All right. Well, Lions Commanders, I'll make this one short and sweet. I know Alex doesn't want to hear it. Lions 38-20. Sour taste in their mouth. Again, I think the Commanders can get stuff going in the passing game a little bit, but it's a rough one for them. Brandon or Alex? Any of you?
41 to 10 Lions.
I didn't even hear Payne score.
Ouch.
It bugged out.
38-20, sorry.
Good job. Yeah.
You didn't hear what I just said. Your light's too bright. You're looking too white.
The stream went out for a sec. I didn't even hear what you said too, Alex.
Oh, he said 41-10. What do you feel like, Brandon?
I had 31-10, but put it 31-zip.
Okay, that is crazy.
What hate, bro? What are you hating on a whole team for?
All right, 31-3. That's it. That's all you get.
No, we're at least getting one touchdown. It's gonna be a Marcus
think
Mariota
so.
scramble first quarter, and then they're not gonna score again.
Marcus Mariota is going to get injured this game. Watch.
Oh
Hey,
my!
don't wish injuries on people. This
That
is
is
a professional
crazy.
sport.
It's going to happen.
That's like saying Dak Prescott should have been out by week 4, but we don't gotta talk about it.
Goodness, bro.
Marcus Mariota for MVP. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Last time he
just-
was with the
goes on.
Titans. No, I'm just kidding.
Last time he was with the Titans, the best thing he ever did was caught his own pass off another dude's helmet.
Oh yeah,
I'm calling it now. Put it on DraftKings. Marcus Mariota out for shoulder injury.
I'm gonna go
That's
Marcus.
crazy.
I'm going Marcus Mariota under 200 yards.
Okay. I think
I'm gonna-
that's fair.
I'm gonna take Deebo Samuel. I'll take Deebo Samuel to probably be like maybe 100 of those yards. In my opinion, I think it's a 100 game.
Also, I'm sorry, Marcus Mariota, but go home and enjoy your time off.
Stop hating on him. At least we don't
So
got no damn
crazy.
Bryce. At least we don't got no damn Bryce Young. Get the hell out of here.
Okay.
My record's better than your record.
Oh. I mean, that is true, but other factors
y'all,
are them.
wait. We gotta fight
My
about this.
quarterback was only out for 1 week.
You
Your
guys,
quarterback gets out, comes back, goes back out.
you guys are in the NFC South. You don't get to talk to me. Shut the hell up. Y'all ain't nothing down there. The South teams in both conferences, the divisions in general are just awful. You have one or two good teams. I give the Bucks and the
Yeah, the
Texans.
Bucs.
Other than that, I mean the Colts. I guess this year, but I'm saying on a normal basis, what's wrong with you? Who are you looking at? Because you're not looking at me.
The Bucks and the Texans and the Colts, they're not in the same division.
They're not, and you got to listen to me closely when I say this. I'm picking a team from each conference, right? In both those divisions. So I'm picking the Texans on a normal year and the Bucks. The only two good teams in each of their divisions, in my opinion.
What about Falcons? Falcons are decent.
No, they're
Colts
not
are-
decent. They're smoking
Colts are
mirrors.
7-2.
No, that's what I'm saying. On a normal year, you don't expect the Colts to go 7-2. Nobody expected that this year.
Yeah, you can't predict it. Fair.
You're
fair,
Brandon.
fair.
Don't know what team he plays for. What?
You're QB.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I play the handicap card on this one.
Okay.
I can't see.
Well, jumping back into picks here and leading away from some franchises that I think you guys will both have losing records at the end of the season, but I digress. And as a Chargers fan, I can't say much, but Rams-Niners. We got the Rams visiting the Niners. The Niners have been good against the Rams historically regular season, but I'm going to pick the Rams. I don't think they get swept. I think they're playing amazing ball. Yeah, just give me the Rams 27-17. I'm not
At least
going
my
to
at
think
least my receiver isn't named after a leg. We don't need to know that man got wheels. Anyways. All right, Rams. Rams at 49ers. I'm gonna go Rams all the way here. I'm gonna take them to go to 49er land and give Kyle Shanahan a fit. Sean McVay is the better coach in my opinion. I'm gonna go 30 to 20.
Okay.
Well,
And Brandon.
Let me get the Rams 28 to 21.
Okay. Close one. Okay. Well, I'll start this one off as a Chargers fan. We're not going to win this game. The Steelers 20 to 17.
What's
The
your record at
defensive.
home? Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. Probably 3-1. I could check real quick.
3-1.
Because I know we beat the Broncos at home. We didn't play the Chiefs. I mean, technically that was a home game for us, so they're gonna count it. But I mean, does that Chiefs game really count? We're 3-2 at home.
3-2. And then what's your road record?
3-1. So we're 6-3 overall. Yeah, man.
It's a slippery slope, Peyton. You don't lose. 'Cause you can lose more.
I think we lose. Yeah, I don't know. I just good defensive lines have been our kryptonite all year. And I don't think that stops here. Again, this is going to be a makeshift offensive line. Whoever you put at left tackle now, whether it's Austin Deculus, he grades out as the worst left tackle in the league, whether it's newly acquired Trevor Penning, who's been terrible this year, whether it's Jamari Sawyer, your third string right guard playing left tackle, whoever it is, we're just going to get demolished. JJ Watt's going to take over. Steelers 2017.
Steelers win 31 to 26. All right, Santana, I like that pick, man. To what?
Watt.
TJ
Watt.
Sucks that he's gonna get injured this week for shoulder injury.
Dude, what's up with all the shoulders, bro?
Sorry, not him. Rogers. I mean Rogers. You know that old man take a hit.
Santana, how do you feel about the Aaron Rodgers experiment? You like it? You hate it? You think Will Howard's going to be the starter? What's going on?
Wait, what? What's happening?
Will,
What do you
how?
mean?
I'm not saying this year. I'm saying going forward. You think they continue to stick with Rodgers? So I don't think Rodgers plays more than at least 2 more seasons.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna stay for 1 more season and that's it after this year.
That's putting it realistically. I think
You know, if he doesn't get injured this week, you know.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that 100%. I'm saying 2 seasons, optimistically. Maybe he tries to. He goes for a 1 day. It goes back to the Packers. I don't know. Anyways, you like him for now?
Yeah.
'Cause I thought the Steelers were gonna be butt with him. So
This man
He's
almost ran in
played
for-
good. He's
this
played
man
good
almost
this
ran
year.
in for a
No, so
touchdown.
I know he's good. I know he's been playing good. I'm saying I'm eating my words. I say he's gonna be butt this year.
He was really
Yeah,
close to a touchdown.
for
I
sure.
think he got tackled at the 1.
Got to get Reed or Field.
Same here. Oh. I was hoping not to get rid of Fields. I think he meant.
No, he said Reed. He meant Reed. I know what he means. Get rid of Fields. Fields. Get rid of Fields. Okay, my bad. Anyways, let me
Okay.
Let's go.
Yo, how do you feel?
Picking against the Chargers has been a bad thing for me. Has been right.
Same.
I'm taking Chargers at home
Oh.
by 1, not 2.5 points.
Oh.
Oh,
Sorry,
I like.
Santana. Sorry.
I like it. Please.
We hope that fails.
I like it a lot.
I'm gonna take a
Brandon?
17-16 game, man.
17-16. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go Steelers 27-24.
Okay.
Stop kissing butt.
I picked the Steelers almost every game.
Yeah,
I
Brandon
need
has
the
loved the
defense
Steelers
overrated.
all year. All year he's loved the Steelers.
Oh yeah.
I overrated
Yeah.
their defense so hard.
He picked Steelers last week. He picked Steelers against the Patriots earlier this year when we both picked the Patriots. He stuck
Yeah.
with them. So that's his Panthers. So I respect it.
I went against Panthers and went all Steelers. It's crazy if you think about it.
It is crazy.
Goodness.
But then the ones leading in the polls for year-to-date picks.
But
and the
watch
other
me
ones
pick
not.
Panthers this week for the first time. Lose.
Amazing. It would be poetic justice.
No,
Okay.
if Saints win,
I haven't picked
Saints
Panthers
win-
once.
if Saints win this week, I'm playing the lottery. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it. I'm gonna do it. Just because I got all the picks.
Okay, you got all the picks. You got
I got
all
all
the
the
parlays.
All the parlay. Nah, no parlays. I'm not betting.
Not betting.
I'll
Okay.
go do a $1 pick couple or whatever the hell Jersey does here, and we'll see.
Okay. Final game on the slate, Monday Night Football, Eagles Packers.
Packers.
This one, I was going back and forth. I like picking teams off bye weeks. Again, Packers play towards their competition. When they play better competition, they play better. But I don't know. I think the Eagles get back on track. They had a long week of rest plus the bye. Give me the Eagles 21-17.
I see an overlooking factor. I'm going 21-14 Packers.
The overlook factor being at
Philly.
home?
No, Philly. Philly's going to overlook them.
Oh, okay.
Especially with them coming off their week of rest and Philly on the road.
Hmm,
Golf for Herbert.
fair. I would go Herbert long term.
Love
As
Buffalo,
far as
by the
this
way.
week goes, I know, right? As far as this week goes, I would still. Man, Goff has a cake matchup against the Commanders, but Herbert against the Steelers should be passing a lot too, like he always does, and he tends to take off a little bit. You can't go wrong either or. First season, Herbert this week, I guess lean Goff. Sure. Brandon, finish us off. You're the tiebreaker for this Monday night matchup.
Ryan Gosling's going to kill us.
Let me get Eagles 31-27.
Heck yeah. I love it. Any
Jalen
reason
Hurts
why
gonna
you're not
touch-
picking the Packers?
They lost to the Panthers.
That's fair. That's a fair assumption. I mean, just to continue to spiral, I could see it. And honestly, I was thinking about leaning that way, but like I said, I'm going off the seat of my pants. I'm going off a pure feeling this week, so we'll see how I do. Jalen Hurts is going to touch more push, and Packers are going to fudge more pack. I'm gonna leave you on that note. Other than that, we'll see y'all next Wednesday. If y'all got any more fantasy questions, y'all drop them down. If not, join our Discord. We stream football on Sundays. Hope y'all enjoy. 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there, y'all. See
Stay
y'all.
cheesy.
Stay cheesy and touch more push.
Touch more
Much
push.
more push.